It's like the first time your voice cracks, you know? Like the first signs of big change. The first gross little mustache hairs. I'm not going to go further into this because I will get cancelled. James! The bum fluff of cubing, if you will. I wanted to talk, I wanted to draw your attention, I suppose, to, because we're going to have one of the organizers on next week, but the Collegiate Cubing Championships. Collegiate Cubing Championship. Right over here, which is another bracket cubing head-to-head with some decent tech and some decent setup here. I don't know yet who's behind this, but I'm going to talk to them next week. Let's have a look at the intro video here. Hold on.
Which means we're about to... It's the start of a new year, which means we're about to start the very first season of the Collegiate Cubing Championship, or CCC for short. Before the season gets underway, we wanted to take a second to let you guys know what sort of matches, rivalries, and speedy solving you have to look forward to this year. The Collegiate Cubing Championship, or CCC, is the very first...
Oh, I'm going to get pinged for the music. Dang it. All right, okay, let's do that again with the captions on. So, I'll translate for the VOD. It's the start of a new year, which means we're about to start the very first season of the Collegiate Cubing Championships, or CCC, Christchurch City Council for short. Before the season gets underway, we wanted to take a second to let you guys know what sort of matches, rivalries, and speedy solving you have to look forward to this year. I should say this is already up and running. I'm a bit slow off the mark with this one. You may have already seen a bunch of it before. Okay. The very first cubing tournament designed specifically for college cubing teams. Love to see it. You guys love your college sports in America. Hey, isn't college football is like a real... It's a huge deal, isn't it? Can you watch that on TV? That's wild. 28 different college teams featuring 3 of their school's best cubers. Each matchup is a head-to-head contest between the members of both teams. The first cuber to 4 solves takes a point for their team. Once all cubers have competed against each other, the team with the most points will move on to the next round. Well, the losing team will be eliminated. Whoa. It's a single elimination bracket, this one. The stakes are high, and each team and cuber needs to be at the absolute top of their game to have a chance to be crowned Collegiate Cubing Champion. So they're streaming like a match a week. Nope. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to go to their channel. They have had matches for days. They're grinding through it. Now, what was I watching the other day? I can't remember. I think I watched... Oh, I can see that I've watched this one. This got really spicy between Derek and Anthony. And if this is the final set, then it's the one I'm thinking of. I'm not going to give you the result, but there was a really good little comeback. Really good little comeback from the UC Irvine crew. And it shouldn't have been, essentially. One of these players, one of these athletes is a lot faster than the other. But there was an upset. An upset, everyone. And it was genuinely exciting to watch. Now, why am I saying... Well, I'm not trying to be patronizing here. When I'm like, it was exciting to watch. Honestly, it was exciting to watch. Because these are not the fastest cubers in the world. They are like, some of them are between 10 and 15 seconds. They're all faster than me. But like, these are not the fastest cubers in the world. But the head-to-head, the bracket system just manages, and I said this to Ram earlier on, the bracket system, the way it's presented, it makes it enjoyable and exciting to watch, because mistakes can happen and they can be, I think, like way more impactful in a first 2x format, in a knockout format than others, because the stakes are literally, you're done, see you later, you're not getting to the final. But I should have been in the final. Well, you're not though, because you were knocked out, because that's how the competition went, and that's where the excitement is. And I just wanted to give it a bit of a shout out today before I talk to them properly next week. Go and subscribe to What are they on? 206? Come on, we can do better with these numbers here. We can do better numbers. We can do better numbers here for the collegiate speedcubing championships. Everyone, go and subscribe to the collegiate speedcubing championships. I've replaced that in the chat as the pinned link. Go and get it, everyone. Go and get it. Here we go. Apparently Texas has 100,000 seat stadium for university sports. That's wild. And high schools as well, hey. Manu, also yes, can confirm college sports are awesome to watch. The college teams are really hit or miss, which is really exciting because anyone can win and lose at any point. That's what I'm saying, Manu. Like, it's great. Have you watched some matches? Oh, in general, not cubing necessarily. But I feel that in this because some teams are clearly good. Some teams are clearly not going to make it to round 2. But as the bracket closes, as it gets narrower, this is going to be a lot of fun. Honestly, this is going to be really exciting. Same with Ram and Cooper's 2x2 Oceanic League. As we get out of the group stage and people start getting eliminated, it's going to get really exciting to watch as the stakes become like exponentially higher than they were. I just love it. I just love the shape of all this new cubing. I love how like everything I've mentioned today, everything on my thumbnail, collegiate cubing, the 2x2 Oceanic League, Cube Clash, and the PSL, all of them using knockout of some kind, not using average of 5. I think that's the more watchable thing. I called the stream Cubing is Growing Up because I think as more of these things are starting to happen simultaneously, this is not the first time that any of this stuff has happened. It's the first time that the Collegiate Cubing League has happened. It's their first one. But this is not the first time that we have gone outside the norm. You know? Monkey League just blazed a trail. It was like, you know, I talk about cubing in its adolescence. I'll talk to this in I'll just refer to this in my own experience. It's like the first time your voice cracks. You know, like the first signs of big change of adolescence, right? Or something. I don't know. It's not a good metaphor. It's the first gross little mustache hairs. I'm not going to go further into this because I will get cancelled. But it's like, that was like the first part of our adolescence in as a community starting to show. And it was like, we can do this differently. And we can present this to people in a different way. You know? And I feel like we're gathering momentum in that now. I will not accept, personally, I will not accept the counter that Monkey League only did well because of lockdown. I don't accept that. James! The bum fluff of cubing, if you will. This is getting degenerate. Yeah, this is, I like the momentum that's gathering now. And, you know, obviously at the peak of this momentum, at the peak of all this is the Mike Speedcubing League, is me 1 versus 2 Speedcubing. Like, that's not in any doubt. That is the one that's leading the charge and is causing the most excitement. But PSL, Cubing Clash, Collegiate Cubing, and the Oceanic League, there's probably another thing on the same scale as the 2x2 Oceanic League. And if there's not, I challenge you to go make one. I challenge you to go make one. We're in a process of normalization. We're normalizing unofficial, and we're normalizing best of X. We're, you know, because we're conditioned to average of 5. We're normalizing best of X. We're normalizing knockout, and we're normalizing the other one I said. Was it unofficial? I can't remember.